list all the participants? Okay, so today I got the list, how many people are finally, okay, and we have received all
Okay.
the, no. So from today, you guys are going to receive your, device notes, or, all these theories part and all, and how many labs for assignments and all. Okay.
Okay.
So all those stuff here, and from the next week, I'm going to ask those who all have completed the assignments. Okay.
Okay.
So, and in the assignments, if you are going to face any issues, we can discuss in the class itself.
Good.
Okay. So let me share today. I'm going to discuss about the security services offered by Azure. Okay, guys. So let me share my screen. Let us start. Hope guys, my screen is visible to you, all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today we are going to discuss about the third module, that is understanding of security, privacy, compliance, and trust. So we have couple of services we have already discussed, regarding the virtual machine, Windows, Linux, right? Virtual network, correct? Yes or no, guys? Couple of services, right?
Yeah.
Now, how we have to secure those services? Okay, that point is also required. Okay, because see, whatever the service we are going to use, how we are going to secure, correct? Because nowadays almost maximum people are working from home, right? There is very or trend, often trend. So we have to secure our infrastructure. So let us discuss about the what are the things we are going to discuss in this particular module. We are going to discuss about how to secure connectivity. So first is what we are going to discuss about network security group, NSG. In short form, we used to call NSG. Then we are going to discuss about the Azure firewall. Then we are going to discuss about the Azure DDoS, and then application security groups and defense in depth. Okay. Then we are going to discuss about the authentication and authorization, Azure Active Directory, okay, Azure Key Vault, Azure Information Protection, that is AIP, Azure Policies, Role-Based Access Control, that is RBAC, Azure Blueprints, and Azure Monitor. Okay.
Rohit, sorry to cut you. You said that you are going to send the notes.
Yes,
We
yes.
still have,
So from
yeah, we
today,
still have received them.
yeah. From today, you guys are going to receive, because I got,
Okay.
yesterday evening all this. Okay. So
Okay. All right.
as per the management, so from today, from you will receive
Okay then. Thank you.
daily basis. Till now, how many labs we did, what are the terminology, okay, those theory with, and also the labs, so that you guys also going to practice. Okay, assignment 1, assignment 2, a small assignments I will give, so that you guys are happy to work on that. Okay.
Hello, Rohit.
Yes.
Yeah, I just have a small concern because the videos that are posted on the WhatsApp group, when you try to download it, the access is restricted. I don't know, can it be made open so that we can download it and
No,
even
we
watch
cannot.
it?
No, that we cannot give the download option. You can watch, you can go through. That access will be there, but downloading is what you can you can share those stuff also, right? Download some. There's so many security concerns, right? Someone is going to put on YouTube and all this stuff, right?
Okay. I was
So
just
that is
like,
the
sometimes one is walking or where he's not connected to Wi-Fi and you want to study.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's better as well to if you download, you can
no.
watch it anytime, anywhere. It's not as if we're going to share it. To share it, why? Because
Yeah, that is the
No,
reason
we
I'm
that
asking.
is our policy, that we are not going to offer any downloads, because if one person I will give in last batch also, no, we are not giving, only you can watch on that. No, because it will, that I can understand you guys are not going to do, but that is not the policy of the organization. We cannot
Okay,
break.
if you say so.
Yeah.
Okay then, no problem then, no problem.
Okay. Thank you. No issues. I will, if you have I will, from today, I will assign a small assignments. Okay. So you will just do that. Okay. Watch the video, do that. If any, we are going to discuss in the class. So let us discuss about the securing connectivity. So we are going to discuss now first is what, how to secure the connectivity. See, whatever the resources we are going to use, if you are able to connect them, if you are able to access them, then only you are able to what, use them, right? Yes or no? So connectivity also we have to secure. So first, service we are going to discuss about the network security group, that is NSG. So what is the use of net? It is going to filter network traffic to and from Azure resources on Azure Virtual Network. So network security group, what are the features? It is going to set inbound and outbound rules to filter by source and destination IP address, port and protocol. Add multiple rules as needed within subscription limits. Azure applies default baseline security rules and to new NSG and override default rules with new higher priority rules. So basically, NSG is used to secure the what, network, on which network you are working. Whatever the network, NSG is used to secure that particular network, so that at unauthenticated or unauthorized traffic or request should not enter into your network. Okay, so with that NSG we can set inbound and outbound rules. So who is going to decide the inbound and outbound rules in the organization? Compliance team, security team. Okay guys, security engineer is going to play the very vast role on that. Okay, next we are going to discuss about the Azure Firewall. Azure Firewall is also one of the security services offered by Azure. So it is going to stateful manage firewall, as a service, FAS, that grants or denies server access based on, oh no, access based on or generating IP address to protect network resources. Okay, so basically it is going to what? Either it is going to grant and deny. Hello, please go on mute. Azure Firewall features what? It is going to apply inbound and outbound. Same thing. Either it is NSG, either it is, we can apply inbound, and in VM also we can apply Azure in Azure Firewall also. Okay. Applies inbound and outbound traffic filtering rules. Okay. Which type of traffic should we have to receive and which type of request we can send. Okay. Built in high availability, unrestricted cloud scalability, and uses Azure monitoring logging. Okay, these are what services, features of Azure Firewall. And Azure Firewall is what? Security services. If someone in the interview, they are going to ask you what are the security services, what are the core security services offered by Azure, you have to name as NSG, you have to name as Azure Firewall, you have to name as AIP. Okay, there are so many services are, you have to name as DDoS. Now we are going to discuss about the Azure Distributed Denial of Service Protection, that is DDoS. DDoS attacks overwhelm and exhausted network resources, making apps slow and unresponsive. Guys, you must be heard about whenever we are going to sum up the database, or sometimes whenever we are going to watch our result. Okay, so at that time we are not able to see the result. That day whenever our result will come, either it is what +2, or either it is what BTech, or either it is whatever maybe. Okay, so at the date when the result will be published on internet, if we are going to use our college website to check, or our school website to check the result and all, or our university website to check, that day it is going to be very slow, correct? Or sometimes it is become unresponsive because the requests are more on that particular day, correct guys? Due to that reason, and for few minutes, few seconds, it will become a what, unresponsive, correct? Or sometimes if you are going to put so much load, then your application will maybe crash. Okay, to secure the no to secure the application and these kind of attacks, we have to use Azure Distributed Denial of Service Protection. Okay, so what are the features of that? It is going to sanitize unwanted network traffic before it impacts service availability. It is going to, suppose the capacity of the application is what, at a time, suppose the capacity of application is only 5K, it is going to accept only 5K. It is not going to accept 10K or more than 1 lakh or more than 1 million, more than 1 billion, it is not going to accept. Okay, if we are going to use this, it is going to filter that, sanitize. Basic service tier is automatically enabled in Azure, and a standard service tier adds mitigation capabilities turned to protect Azure virtual network resource. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the application security group. Okay. an application security group, ASG in short form. So application, as the name itself, it is used for securing the application, provides for the grouping of servers with similar port filtering requirements and group together servers with similar functions such as web servers. Application security features are what? Allow you to reuse your server. No, basically, main features of this particular application security group is what? To protect the application. Okay, it is going to allow you to reuse your security policy at a scale without manual maintenance of explicit IP address. And also it is going to handle the complexity of explicit IP address and multiple rule sets. Okay.
Excuse me, Rohit, when we talk of explicit IP addresses, what do we mean?
So explicit handles the complexity of explicit, whatever your IP address. Like just now, we have created multiple services, right? Azure, VM and all, we have IP address, correct? Yes or no? Correct.
Yeah.
So that is what explicit your particular service IP address.
Okay.
Okay, that it is donating. So your application have some IP address, right? Explicit IP address, correct? To access that, yes or no? So it is going to handle the complex of that particular application IP address.
Okay.
Now we are going to discuss defense in depth. So guys, this particular topic, defense in depth, is very important. Okay, and almost each and every interview they are going to ask you, what do you mean by defense in depth? Okay, so basically defense in depth is what? A layer approach to securing computer system. Okay, so basically let me tell you the concept of defense in depth is what? It is going to provide the multiple levels of protection. Like same basic example is what? Whenever we are going to transfer money from one account to another account, after giving the username and password, also it is going to send you the OTP, right? Yes or no? Once you are going to put the OTP, then only they are able to send the money, correct? Yes or no? Although you are the same person. So it means what? It is going to provide, or it is going to authenticate at multiple level. Yes or no? Levels of protection. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what the concept of defense in depth is, what? It is going to provide the multiple layer of security. Multiple layer of security. See, first of all, let us take the example of any IT park. So whenever you are going to enter in any IT park for job, there must be some security guard. Yes or no, guys? Correct. You have to showcase your ID proof, then only they are going to allow you in that particular IT zone, right? In Sage. Yes or no? After, so that is known as physical security. After going to enter in that, they are going to check the identity and access. In a IT park, there are multiple organizations are there, right? Like Accenture, like IBM, like basically so you suppose you are working in Accenture, you cannot go to the IBM office, right? Although it is in the same park. Yes or no, guys? Correct. So for that, you have to showcase your Accenture identity and access, or Infosys identity and access, or if you are an employee of IBM, you have to showcase what? IBM identity and access. Do you have authorized to access that particular building or gate? Correct. Then you have to enter into that particular building, right? IBM building or Accenture building or Infosys building, correct? Yes or no, guys? After that, there is what perimeter means. What in IBM or any Accenture or in Cognizant or whatever may be the organization, they are working on very multiple projects. They're not one. They are not working for a single client or single project, right? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Correct. So for that, they have some perimeter means what floor first and floor second is you know applicable only for the project A, for floor third and floor fourth for project B, right? So they are going to give the bay axis only for the no, for perimeter means what some enclosed completely one bay where you are able to access that particular bay. Bay, right? Bay 1, bay 2, bay 3, right?
Yeah.
Where we are going to enter into the some specific project, right? So we have to again we have to swipe our card to enter into that particular perimeter inside that particular bay in that particular floor. Then again we have to check, do we have the network access? Network access, right? Once we are get into, suppose we are working in banking and no project, so we should have the banking network access, right? After getting the network access, then we should have the computer access, right? Or laptop access, which is what which are present inside the bay, right? After getting the computer access, again we should have the application on which application we are working. There are multiple project and multiple applications are available in the bank also, right? Yes or no? A specific person can work in a one or two application, not in all the application they are going to give you the access, correct? Yes or
Yes.
no? Then
Yeah.
again they are going to check your identity here. Are you the same person? And then you are able to access data. So you can see that if you want to access data, how many layers of access? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Correct? So that is what the security level we have to concern. We have to apply in this in any organization. Okay. Basically, all the security layers are what? Isolated from this. Yes or no? Each and every layer is what isolated from each other, correct? Physical security is going to give the some other person going to validate. Identity and access is what going to validate some other person. Perimeter is also going to automatic. Network also, computer also, right? Application also, all access are what isolated to other security layers, correct? So that is known as defense in depth. Suppose attacks against one layer are isolated from the subsequent layer. Suppose some wrong person, some unauthorized person is trying to enter into the physical security. If they are going to, if suppose they can eliminate, right? Although if they are not able to eliminate, they can eliminate here only identity and access. After suppose they are able to manage this here they are not able to enter, right, inside the bay. Suppose here also they are able to manage, in network they will not get the access, correct? So that is the reason all those defense in depth is a concept where we are providing the security or protection at multiple levels. Clear, guys? Anyone have any doubt?
Yeah.
Thank you. We have already discussed perimeters and all. Now we are going to discuss about the authentication and authorization. Okay. So what do you mean by authentication and authorization? Just now, very good example. One of the person have given that I'm not able to download the video. Correct? Yes or no, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have given the authentication to watch. We have not provided you the authorization to download. Now clear? Your example only. Yes or no? Only we are able to download. Even I am not able to download that. Only the infrastructure team is going to, or the management is able to download. Even I don't have, as a trainer, I don't have access to download. Okay, guys. So authentication is what? Let me explain you. Something you know, something you have, and something you are. Means what? Suppose in any country, we have some ID proof, right? Yes or no? Passport is what? You are the citizen of UK, you are the citizen of India, you are the citizen of what? Israel, correct guys? You are the citizen of US. Passport is what? Authentication, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
And
Yes.
authorization means what? Suppose suppose you are staying in India, you have the passport of Indian citizens, right? How you are able to travel to US? You should have the visa, right? Without visa you cannot travel, correct? Yes or no? That
Yeah.
is what authentication. It is going to authentication, sorry, that is become a authorization. You have the authorization to travel to US. Authentication is what? Okay, you are the person belongs to this particular country. You are from US, you are from China, you are from India, you are from Israel, whatever the country. That is what passport is going to say you. It is going to provide you that authentication. Yes, this person is belongs to this and this country. But authorization is what? If you will get a visa to fly US, UK, Canada, whatever may be, right? Then only if you will get the visa, then you can say that I have authorization to travel to US or UK. So basically authorization is what? It is going to discuss about access level. Yes, you can enter into the US, you can enter into the UK, you guys must be heard about the work permit, right? Guys, have you heard
Yeah.
about anyone? So work permit is what? It is going to give you the authorization you can work in that particular country. Suppose you are a citizen of US. So US government is going to give you the permission, authorization, you can work there. Correct? Any other country, suppose any other country, they have to take the work permit, from the US government. Then only they are able to work, right? There outside those the person who are not from the US, correct? That is what authorization. Authentication is what? Something you are. Who are you? You have some valid ID proof. Authorization is what? What type of access? Now let us come into the IT sector. You have the access to check the reports, right? As a manager. But I do not have authorization to deploy the code, because that access is what? Given to the DevOps team, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. So that is what authorization. Clear guys? Anyone have any doubt? Authentication and authorization. Silence means what? I'm going to take as no. Now we are going to discuss about the Azure Active Directory. So this is also one of the very famous security services offered by Azure, because with this particular service, we are going to control entire access. Okay. We are going to control entire access. So Azure Active Directory is a what? Microsoft cloud-based identity and access management. Okay. We can integrate Azure Active Directory with SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. SaaS means what? Software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Azure Active Directory integration, we can integrate what? Also, we can integrate Azure Active and Directory with app also. Whatever the app we have created, app services. You can integrate with the device also, like mobile device and all, right? Yes or no, guys? So this is also very important. In 104, it is a complete service, and you can apply job as a Azure administrator also. This is also one of the profile. Okay. Azure DevOps is also one of the profile. Azure administrator as a job also one of the profile. Azure infrastructure is also, Azure security is also. Those are different profiles. Okay. So Azure Active Directory is also one of the services offered by Azure. It is also comes under the security service. Clear? So basically Azure Active Directory is what? We have three types: free, basic, and premium. Guys, we are going to use free. You guys have everyone. Please use free. Do not go premium and all. The charges are very high. Okay. Clear, guys? Do not upgrade your account right now, especially for Azure Active Directory. So what are the benefit of Azure Active Directory?
Excuse
It is going, yes.
But the free account is valid just for a short while, for a month. So after that, if you want to practice, are we not supposed to upgrade?
You can upgrade, but whenever your labs and everything will be completed, please delete all the resources then and there. Create and delete, like how I am doing. I'm creating, I'm just showing you, and then I'm deleting, right? Yes or no?
Okay.
In
Yes.
that fashion, you can upgrade, and if you are able to maintain, then you can maintain. Okay. Hardly in a month, maximum $1 or $2, maximum $3 it will take, not more than that. Okay, so before upgrade, whenever when is your last date for Azure subscription? Before that, because if you have created the free account, so they have by default they have created credited to almost $200, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So before 30 days, if you will upgrade yourself, that particular $200 will be carry forwarded. Okay.
Okay.
So in that way, you can 3 to 4 months you can utilize, and then you can deactivate. That's all. Play the smart game. Yes or no?
Right.
Yeah. So before 30th, before that you can upgrade, today or tomorrow itself, or if you want, in the next class I will show you how to upgrade also. So anyone can share your screen, because I have our account is already upgraded. So anyone can share, those who want to upgrade, then I will guide you how to do that. Is it fine? Hello. Silence means what? I'm going to take as yes or no, guys.
Yes, we will do it.
Okay, great. So Azure Active Directory benefits are what? It is going to compatible with iOS, Mac OS, Android, and Windows device. It is going to protect on-premises web applications with secure remote access, extend AD to the cloud, help protect sensitive data and applications, single sign-on to any cloud or on-premises web app. Okay. Tenants means what? It is a, let me tell you, do not get confused with tenant. Tenants is just a resource, nothing that. Resource means what? VM and all, right? We have created so many resources, correct guys? So tenant is a dedicated instance of an Azure AD directory. You can have multiple tenants for resource independent, administrative independence, and synchronized independence. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the Azure multi-factor authentication. So what do you mean by Azure multi-factor authentication? First of all, we have to understand what is multi-factor authentication. So guys, whenever we are, just now I have given you example, whenever we are going to transfer in any amount from one account to another account, it after giving the valid credential, also it is going to send the OTP. After going to enter the valid OTP, then only it is going to process, right? Correct? So basically, what is that? It is going to authenticate you at multiple level. That is known as multi-factor authentication, right? Nowadays, each and every organization is using multi-factor authentication. Almost all the organizations, whenever you are going to log into your system, they are going to, in your mobile device, something what Okta or something, Microsoft Authenticator, right? Yes or no, guys? We are using multiple, right? Authenticator, multiple apps
Yeah.
are there. So those with that we are able to, we are approving, then only it is going to allow you to access the organization portal, right? So Azure multi-factor authentication provides additional security by requiring a second form of authentication, and delivers a strong authentication by a range of of easy to use authentication method. Multi-factor authentication comes as a part of the following offering: Azure Active Directory Premium or Microsoft 365 Business, Azure Active Directory free or standalone Office 365 license. Okay, so I will show you this. Okay, free. and Azure Active Directory global administrator. So whatever we are going to do, we are right now doing global administrator only, because we are the owner of our account, right? So globally we are all the instance we are creating, correct? Yes or no? Now we are going to discuss about the Azure Security Center. So guys, what is this? Install endpoint protection. Everyone, those who are using laptop or desktop, they must be have, using antivirus, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
So in cloud, we used to call install endpoint protection. Endpoint protection is nothing but it is what?
Antivirus.
Antivirus. Okay. It is act as antivirus only. Okay. So security center identifies potential virtual machines, VM configuration issues, and targeted security threats. These might, includes VMs that are missing network security groups, unencrypted, disk, and brute force remote desktop protocol, that is RDP attacks. Okay. Because if we are not going to use the security services, right, then we will be at risk. Okay, so due to that reason, all the organization is using the security services. Now also one of the key resource, key security services, what? Key Vault. So
Okay.
Vault serve, yeah.
See, when you say this antivirus, which antivirus does it push? I mean, is anything?
No, they have,
Oh,
Azure have the inbuilt antivirus. Like suppose you are going to purchase, any window laptop, right? So we have some, window authenticator, window defender something, correct?
yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So same type of, as Microsoft is also providing. So they are not disclosed. Slowly they are going to add other multiple antivirus also. Like earlier we have, few database service only in Azure, right?
Yes,
Nowadays
yes.
there are so many database services are offered, right? So they are just going to increase. We cannot, say earlier Azure was offering only, it was in 40 region only, right? Now it is almost 60 plus regions. So they are
Yeah,
increasing.
yeah, yeah. See, my question is, Azure has a built-in antivirus, right? That is a, again, it's the same Defender only or something else?
That is kind of defender only, antivirus, okay, but
Mm-hmm.
it is not approximately same, because cloud have the different challenges. Okay, so they have
Uh-huh.
just inbound and all those, the cloud friendly, that is not a, hard, whatever we are, using, that is what, hardware friendly,
Okay.
that is virtual, VM friendly.
Any name to that antivirus used by the cloud, it's AD? Any
Endpoint
name?
protection.
Endpoint person only. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Thanks, thanks.
Okay. So Azure Key Vault is a centralized, Key Vault is what? Azure Key Vault is a centralized cloud services for storing application secrets like database secrets such as encryption keys, certificates, and server-side token. You use Azure Key Vault to create multiple secure containers called it vaults. Each key vault is a collection of cryptographic keys and cryptographically protected data managed by one or more responsible individual within your organization. So basically, Azure Key Vault is also a security services offered by Azure, and basically it is used to what? Store the application secrets, means what? Database credentials. Okay, we are going to store. Also, sometimes we are going Azure Key Vault also we can integrate with the Azure DevOps, because whenever we are going to deploy anything, we require multiple credentials, right? Dev credential, SIT credential, and production credential, right? All the database service, front end, front end, back end. Yes or no, guys? So those all the secrets we can store in Key Vault. We can integrate. I'll show you Azure DevOps. Now there is one more Azure, security services, that is Azure Information Protection, AIP. So this is basically used for, as the name itself is what? To protect the information, so that any kind of information should not leak into the public. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the Azure policy. See, each and every organization have the policy, right? Compliance rules, right? Yes or no? Similarly, Azure have also a policy, and we can customize the Azure policy according to our organization policy. Okay. So Azure policy is a service in Azure that you use to create, assign, and manage policies. Based on your organization policy, you can customize. These policies enforce different rules and effects over your resources, so those resources stay compliant with your corporate standards and service level agreements. Azure policy meets this need by evaluating your resources for non-compliance with assigned policies. All data stored by Azure policies encrypted at rest. Okay, that is what Azure policy. I will show you how to create the Azure policy, and this is what I have already told you, right? Access control, and then you are adding all the resources, right? In any services. Okay, and use resource locks to protect resources. So we have already discussed, right, this thing. Someone have asked how to, I don't know the name, I forget the name, so I have already explained this thing, right, earlier itself, correct? Yes or no, guys? Delete. Lock types are what? How many types? 4 types, right? Delete, read only, subscriptions based, resource group, and individual resources. Correct, guys?
Okay.
Now we are going to discuss about the blueprints. So blueprint is what? Suppose you have one VM, okay, and you need the similar type of VM, correct? Like suppose you have a 10 member in a team. So if you are going to order a server, all are developer, then they require same type of no server, a VM. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? What happened? Are
Yeah,
you
go
guys?
ahead.
Yeah. So Azure blueprints allow you to define a repeatable set of Azure resources. Azure resources means what? VM, same kind of VM, or any other that implement and adhere to your organization standards, patterns, and requirements. So Azure Blueprint is a going to is a service which is going to allow you same type of resource to rebuild. Okay, based on our organization standard. Azure Blueprint is a declarative way to orchestrate and deployment of various resource template and other artifacts such as role assignments, policy assignments, Azure Resource Manager template, resource group. Those are what comes under Azure Blueprints. Now we are going to discuss about the Azure Monitor. So Azure Monitor is what enables you to collect, visualize, analyze, and respond. Okay, this is not a monitoring service. Try to understand, guys. Azure Monitor is not a monitoring service. In the interview, they are, they will ask you, okay, tell me, Azure Monitor is a what monitoring service? No, it is going to enable you to collect, visualize, and analyze and respond. See, these kind of data they will show. Okay. Azure Storage publishes rich transaction metrics through Azure Monitor. It's a kind of like, have you guys heard about Power BI and all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just visualizing the data, Azure Monitor is used for that. Okay. And also Azure Storage provides rich diagnostic logs to add analysis and investigation. Okay. That is what Azure Monitor job. It is not a monitoring service.
So what is the difference between a
Difference.
monitoring service and what Azure Monitor
See,
does?
activity log is used to monitor the virtual machine. Okay. And Azure Monitor is to visualize the data. What type of data it is, like in Power BI, creating the dashboards and all those stuff. Okay, it's just a kind of dashboard, you can say that. Okay.
So we need to create in this Power BI, right? In this same dashboard. How we
You
can
can, that is, you can create the Power BI, also Power BI service also available in with Azure Monitor.
okay.
Rohit, here, like, if a VM is down and all those indications will be appear here.
Yeah, it is going to show. You can see here all the CPU, performance, everything, data side, but you cannot do anything. Like an activity log, you can download the entire log, where exactly and all, what is. I will show you in the lab. Okay. Through
Okay.
activity log, you can check each and every activity what you did, But here you can check only data. What is the performance? Okay, this much portion it is utilized, 40% you have used, 60% you have used, right? What those stuff. Okay.
So can
Now,
we enable SNAP there?
sorry, go.
I mean, just asking, can we enable mail notification from that monitor?
You can, there is a alert function also, through that you can
Okay.
enable
Okay then.
in
Okay,
all the
nice.
services. Not only this, Azure Monitor, in VM also you can enable, even database also you can enable. Okay.
Okay,
That is
okay,
for
thanks.
AG700. Okay, questions and answer. Now, this is a time to test, guys. Cannot delete, lock on a subscription is enough if you do not want to anyone to delete a resource? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, try to understand these kind of question they will ask you. Cannot delete. Answer is no. Only delete was the option, right? Can I show you once
Yeah.
again?
Yeah.
Only delete, right? Are you guys able to
Okay,
view?
okay.
And
Okay, but
then
actually even cannot treat also will be fine, right?
no,
If I
no. See, it is single word. Cannot delete. These kind of question they will ask you in the exam.
okay.
They will confuse you. So do not get confused. First try to read out the questions, then okay. Otherwise, you know the process, but you will fail. Getting my point? Guys,
Okay.
everyone, because I have already explained you, right? That concept delete, if you are going to use, you are not able to delete that, right? But here just added cannot delete, lock on a subscription enough if you don't want anyone to delete a resource. So you have to aware of these kind of questions. Okay, guys, in AG900. That time you should not say I haven't explained you. Okay, now tell me, very basic question. What tool is used to monitor activities of a virtual machine? Azure Monitor, Azure Firewall, Activity Log, and DDoS
So
protection.
monitor.
Activity log.
C. Activity log.
C is correct answer, activity log. Just now I told you Azure Monitor is not a monitoring service. Then why you guys are saying Azure Monitor? Just now I said, right? Blindly we can remove Azure Monitor. Azure Firewall is what? Security services, right?
Yeah.
DDoS protection is also security services. So if you are going to guess also, you can choose the C, right?
Yeah.
See, Azure Firewall is a security service or not? Yes, no?
Yeah. Yes.
DDoS protection is also security services.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yeah.
And as I told you, Azure Monitor is what? It
It's
is a
not a
kind of
monitor
dashboard.
service.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
dashboard. It is not a monitor. So all these three we can, blindly we can remove. Then what is the, remaining part?
In
Activity
other
log.
words, can we say that Azure Monitor is just like a snapshot of the activity of the VM, the resource?
Data just not only activity, but not snapshot. Snapshot is a different terminology. Snapshot, if you are going to use, that is a kind of backup. So do not use that terminology. Like if you are going to use the AWS cloud, so their snapshot is what used to take the backup.
Okay.
Okay, if you are going to use that terminology, then you will be in trouble. It's you are going to in the interview. It is just a dashboard. Just say.
Okay.
Whatever the data inside that application, it is going to show the some visualize some pictorial some picture kind of presentation of the data. Okay, guys, so let us do some labs for security services. Okay, guys, so let me share my screen once again. Are you guys able to view my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, what we have to create one of the security services, that is create NSG. NSG means what? Network security group. Okay. Azure portal. Okay, create. What next? What are the services? Okay, key vault. See, vault services are also with the same name. Here in Azure, we are saying key vault, but in AWS, we are saying vault. Okay.
Okay.
In detail, we will discuss in Azure, AWS, cloud. Okay, first let us discuss about NSG. So let me open this. Are you guys able to view my screen? Portal.azure.com. Yes, no.
Yes.
Okay, just type the NSG. So you can see that Network Security Group. NSG stands for Network Security Group. So guys, this is the dashboard of Network Security Group. So this particular button, create button, is used to create the NSG. This is manage view. This is used to customize the dashboard of the Network Security Group. This particular button is what? Refresh, which is going to refresh only the dashboard of the Network Security Group. This particular export to CSP, it is not enabled right now. Once the any the resources are available, then it will be automatically, it will be enabled. This particular CSV report is used to download, okay, to download the NSG, number of NSG and entire NSG security groups reports. With this particular file we can check. And open query, assign tags, everything I have already explained you in the previous section. Correct, guys? So first
Yeah.
of all, let us create the NSG. So guys, right now, whatever the resource we are creating through GOI, through portal. Okay, guys. So first of all, we have to select the pay as you go. Then we have to select the resource group. As I do not have the resource group, then we have to create one resource group. Suppose I'm going to create RG test 01. Fine. Then we have to give name NSG test 01. Fine. Region, whatever is, let it be East US. Then click on tags and I'm going to apply the tags. Okay. Test tag 01. Value is Azure. Okay. Azure training. Test 01. Or Azure test 01. And after that, review and create. So it is running the final validation, guys. Whatever the data we have input, it the Azure portal have already validated, and you can see the result. Validation passed. Correct, guys? Click on create. So these are what security services. If someone is going to ask you what are the core security services, you have to say what? NSG, Key Vault, Azure Firewall, AIP. Yes or no, guys? I will put all the questions also in the Babar group from today.
Yeah, and can you put the notes as well? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sure. But
Yeah,
you guys
thank you.
also remember, deployment
Yeah,
is
but
in progress.
Yeah.
So it is completed. So go to again type NSC or go to resource, whatever maybe you will feel easiest way. So we have to refresh this. So you can see that NSC. Now click on NSC. Okay, through here you can provide the security group. Okay, add and all. Okay, and if you want to add, you can see that inbound and outbound security rules. Okay, so you can inbound and outbound based on your requirement. Your requirement means what? Not your personal requirement, your organizational requirement. Okay, so you can add any. So how to add? Let me custom 808. I'm just going to add any protocol. Click on add. See, are you guys able to? You can see that, right? Priority 100, allow any custom 808 port, right? Understood or not? How to add the inbound security rules in NSG. So here, let me put the add in rule, add clear, guys? Correct. We can remove also. Suppose I don't want, you can select you can see, right? Delete option. Guys, everyone able to view my screen or not? So you can remove also. Yes or no, guys? Please say yes, no. Are you able to view my screen? Hello.
Yeah, we can view.
Okay, so you guys understood, right? How to add the inbound rules. So who is going to define the inbound rule? Compliance team. Based on that, we have to add the inbound rules and outbound rules. Okay. So now you can see the outbound rules, right? Similar way, we can add outbound rules. Suppose any TCP or let me, or any, you can use, let it be any.
What is the meaning of inbound and outbound? Mm,
Which type of traffic we are allowing, which type of request we are allowing to come inside the NSG, and which type of request we are going to send the reply. Which type of traffic, which type of request we are allowing you to go to the outside. Outbound is what we are sending. Inbound is what we are receiving. Clear? Like simple example is what you guys are not able to open the naukri.com or Facebook in your organization, inside the organization, right? Network, correct? Why? Because they have blocked. But in your home you are able to open each and every sites, right? Because in your home network nothing is blocked, right? Clear?
so it is
You
inbound.
okay, so you can delete also.
Rohit, one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
See, now you created NSG. Okay, that is a security layer. Okay,
No.
so before that, you created a VM and you allowed RDP, right?
Yeah.
Uh, in the previous class. It means
Mm.
that, that time there was no security layer, right? There was no security. It was under vulnerable, right?
Obviously if you are not going to use NSC, then it will become vulnerability.
Okay, okay. So, okay, I mean,
Later also you can add the NSC. You can change the network also, you can change the NSC.
okay, okay. So by default, if we allowed, then by default, you have done it through that IAM, right? IMA something, right? From there you have allowed, right? Before.
Yeah, so what happened?
No,
What is
no,
your
just wanted.
question? Ah,
No, my
what is your,
question is
yeah.
if I see without energy, we have allowed it. Okay. So now if we allow through
NSG
energy.
also through put in the VM configuration. If we are going to check allow through RDP, you are going to add the NSG also. If you are going to define, okay, if you are going to block that particular access, then you are not able to access network itself. If you are not blocking that, fine. Through RDP, everyone is RDP is not see, if you are not going to share the credential and IP address, then your it is what secure. If both the things you have are going to share to anyone, then it is not secure. That is the reason you guys must have seen that I am showing you the IP, but I'm not showing you the password, right?
Okay.
Because you are
Okay.
going to use that server and I have to pay, right? So that is not the good way, correct?
Okay. Okay.
Might some okay, that is okay. So, okay, let me create the VM and then I can show you that, Okay, you have asked. Guys, it is a related, the same thing he have asked, okay? So it is not, here and there. So do not get confused, okay? So suppose, see, if I'm going to right now going to create a VM, it is going to take the NSC, that one only, by default. Just let me show you. I will not create, I will show you in the network, okay? Like how I have show you that, network, virtual network, right? Hope you
Okay.
remember. Have you remembered or not? Otherwise, once again, go and watch my video. I will
Yes,
not
yes, yes,
explain
I
you.
remember.
Azure user. No, RDP, right? Okay, you said, okay. Then we have to select window VM. Now it is going to cost me more. Where is 2019? 2019. Yes. See, 33389 RDP. So at the time of itself, I have already added. Okay. So I am not going to, I will, those stuff I will explain you later. There must be an SG here. Okay. NIC network security group. Okay. If I'm going to select none, nothing will be selected. Okay. If you are going to add basic or advanced, okay, then you have to provide. Okay. Configure network security group
Okay.
or
Okay.
from NSG test. That is what we have created, right?
Okay. Okay.
Got it. So, but I am selecting none so that if I'm going to select, it means what it is going to see all ports on the virtual machine may be exposed to the public internet. Okay. So that is the reason we are using NSC. Clear?
Okay. 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 Yeah. That's thanks, Rohit. And this energy is again a chargeable, right? It is not like
See,
immediate
one thumb rule in cloud, nothing is free.
Okay. Okay.
Even
Okay.
I am not free. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct,
Yeah.
guys? So
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
is free in cloud. Clear, guys? Everyone understood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not going to create this one because
Yeah, Rohit, one more thing. Let us say I have a group of computers already established. Can I change the NAC group of that?
you can
You
change.
got it. I have a group.
You can change,
Okay,
and
okay, nothing
the
will affect,
questions,
right?
yeah,
Okay, or
nothing. But these questions, the person who is doing AG 500, okay, those Azure security, those are asking,
okay,
and this scenario I will cover in that. Okay, so my batch is going to start
okay,
on
okay,
AG
okay, okay,
500,
thanks,
okay,
thanks.
in the month of Jan. If you want to start, go on that, because here we are going to focus on Azure DevOps services. Basic only, based on that, Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure,
guys,
sure.
clear, right? Let me delete this NSG. Inbound and outbound rules. Okay. So let me delete unnecessary. It is going to charge me. Also better we have, what is our best practice? We have to delete resource group itself, correct guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Okay. Good. Copy here and just paste. So this copy option was not there. Okay, 3 months ago. Next. So this is done. Create key vault. Okay. Let me go. You can see that key vault, right? So this is the guys, this is the dashboard of key vault. Okay. Okay, so this is the create button to create the key vault. This is a manage deleted vaults, manage my view. Okay, like how to customize the dashboard. Okay, refresh button, as you know, right? I have already explained. Almost all the services have almost basic things are common. Create button, manage my VM, refresh, export to CSV. Those are what common in each and every resource, guys. Okay, so this is the dashboard keyword. So what is the use of keyword? To store the secrets of resources like database, correct? Yes or no? Just now we discussed, guys. So let us create the keyword. How to create? First of all, we have to click on create button. Then we have to create the resource group. So RG test 02. Fine. Then see guys, if you are going to read out all this stuff, Azure Key Vault is a cloud service used to manage key secrets, certificates, and Key Vault. Everything is there. If you will do labs, everything will be there. Labs are, that is the reason I am always trying to say you, labs are very important. Okay. Click on review and create. Sometimes it is going to reject. What is the reason behind that? Enter the name. Why? See guys, this name should be what? Unique. Okay, like VM we can give any name, but in Azure Key Vault, whenever we are going to create, it should be what? Unique. This is also one of the features of Azure Key Vault. Okay, click on review and create. Deployment is in progress. It will take few seconds to create the Azure Key Vault. Sometimes it will take few minutes also. So as I told you in very beginning of the class, whenever we are going to work in infrastructure, we should have the patience, because sometimes same thing, we know each and everything, but we are not able to do that. Okay. Deployment is completed. Now we have to go to the source. Okay. This is very costly. So you can see that key You can generate key also, generate an import key. So those stuff I will tell you in AG104. Right now, no, just try to understand how to create that. Okay. Clear, guys?
Yes.
And let me delete this. Okay, deletion is in progress. So this lab also we have completed. Then, okay. So from today class, guys, anyone have any doubt? Open for open. No, I'm just going to open the forum for questions.
Still the 900, or we've gotten into the 104 now?
Yeah, basic slightly. Sometimes I'm just adding few of the things, because the people are asking. So that is the reason. So almost AG900 is completed. Okay. So
Yeah,
now,
Rohit, yeah, sir. Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, Rohit, one more thing. You said firewall you are going to add in the practical, like
yes, Azure firewall also. Okay, if you want everything, I'm going to cover all the services, whatever the labs are.
because
Yeah,
because
Azure firewall also.
you said in the theory, right? That's right.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
maybe next
Azure
week like
firewall
that
is
we will
common and
cover,
in
I think.
10. Although I was planning to do in a 104, fine. I will cover here also. Fine. Sure.
Okay,
Firewall
okay.
creation and all everything.
Okay, and yeah, and actually one more thing, Rohit, one just please let us know the best practices. See, example, I mean, you are expert in that, so you can just give us tips whenever, example, when you're explaining firewall something like that.
Hmm.
Like suppose see what to opt. I mean, the best practices to opt. See, we may end up in like in the wrong way. So that's the
Okay.
reason. Like we see fire or other things are they are extra cost, right?
Yes.
Let us know. I mean, whenever you
Yeah.
explain, just let us know what are the best practices, just tips.
Yeah. So basically, let me give you right now itself. Why, so whenever we are going to create the, firewall, first of all, you have to collect all the inbound and outbound rules from the compliance team. Okay, do not think that today I am created, tomorrow I'm going to first, okay, let me first create that, tomorrow I'm going to select the update inbound. You can update anytime, no issues for that. But the best practice is what? Whenever you are going to create the firewall, first of all, you have to take the entire policy rules, compliance rule and regulation. What are the ports we have to enable? What are the ports we have to disable? Okay, what is the security vulnerability? What is the updates? Everything compliance team will be provide you. As an infrastructure engineer, you have to just create the infrastructure, okay, and open the inbound and close the outbound, whatever based on the checklist. So first, your policy is what? You have to first create that. Okay, first of all, create the checklist. What are the things we have to do that? Okay, because suppose you are working in banking
Okay, yeah.
project, right? Then banking project, you cannot open each and every port, right? Yes or
Yes,
no?
yes, Rohit. Yes, Rohit.
Oh, that is the reason. Okay, guys, thank you so much for the no, for attending the class. I tomorrow and no, next weekend, please be on time, same time. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you remember sending us the notes as well?
yes. Before you will receive the notes as well as the labs also, assignments also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Rohit.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you.
all. Thanks. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye to all.
Goodbye.